Okay, so may I know your full name, please?
Yes, my full name is Bhavesh Arora.
Mhm. Okay, how may I address you, Bhavesh?
You may call me as Bhavesh.
Okay, may I see your ID?
Yes, please. Here it is.
Okay, so tell me, Bhavesh, where do you come from?
Well, I come from Amritsar and it is located in the northern state of Punjab. It's a
Mhm.
2 hour drive from Chandigarh, which is the capital of Punjab. Usually, Amritsar is famous for its historical places, temples, and art galleries. And tourists tend to flock the ancient places and the museums in my city.
Okay, so let's talk about your dream job. What was the first dream job for you when you were young?
Well, I vividly remember that I always want to become a doctor in my life because it's the most noble profession which I believe. And being a doctor, I will able to help a lot of people and will definitely serve for the humanity.
Okay, have you changed your mind on your dream job?
Well, to be honest, I have never changed my mind for my dream job. Till now, I'm practicing for the work and I'm studying as well as to become a doctor. And my aim is to become a neurosurgeon, and hopefully, I will be doing it in the future.
Okay, great. So, what do you plan to do in the future?
To be totally upfront, uh, I want to open up a hospital and want to do some medical treatments free of cost for the people who deserve it. And moreover, I want to serve the humanity and nation with best possible things which I can and donate as many things to the needy and the orphanage homes.
Okay, so tell me, Bhavesh, what kind of jobs are popular in your country?
In my country, there are numerous jobs that are quite popular. And first of all, the marketing jobs which are in high demand in my country because of the pay scale and the flexible hours that they offer. Secondly, the jobs related to IT sectors are quite common and becoming more popular as as is the marketing one.
Okay, so tell me, have you had a full-time or part-time job before?
Um, I used to work part time in a marketing segment, and I have worked from 9 to 5 in a company. And I only work because to get for getting some experience, which would help me further in pursuing some good job.
Okay, so let's talk about another topic, and that is travel space. Do you want to travel in outer space?
Certainly, yes. If I would get a chance, I would never think twice about it. I'm having an itchy feet, and I love to travel a lot. And more often, I always travel abroad once in a year.
Okay, so do you think it is necessary to see other planets?
In my opinion, it's important to see other planets and discover various new things on that planets. Uh, Quite recently, we have discovered that the scientists have found out the life on Mars as well, and they are getting much more information on that planet, and it's quite useful for our future generations.
Okay, so tell me, when was the last time you went traveling?
If my memory serves me right, it was last year when I was traveling to Canada with my friends. I usually travel light because I only take a small rucksack, and I often used to go to get off the beaten track because by visiting there, often tra- uh, I often prefer to soak the sights.
Okay, tell me, do you like to travel by air?
Certainly, yes, I would. I always tend to travel by air because first of all, it saves your time and you can get plenty of time to explore the things more in detail. And moreover, it's a comfortable journey whenever you prefer to travel in air, travel by air.
Okay, so the next topic to discuss is plants. Do you keep plants at home?
Mhm. Well, yes, I have a knack for it, and I usually prefer to keep plants in the home because because it provides a fresh air and gives a very pleasant environment all around.
Okay. What plant did you grow when you were young?
Um, I reckon that I have grown a tulsi plant in my home when I was young. Until now, the plant is in my home, and I usually water it daily because it's a herbal plant and it contains all the medications and uh, it's very uh, precious for the environment.
Okay. Do Indian people give plants as gifts?
Well, it depends upon a personal to person choices and preferences. Some people in India prefer to give plants because they contain some token of love, and moreover, some people prefer to give some other types of gifts that are quite precious.
Okay, so this is the end of your part one, and let's move on to the part two of IELTS speaking. This would be the cue card shared in the group, number 69. I hope you have received that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can have your 1 minute for preparing notes. All right, so your time is up and you may start speaking on it now.
Okay. Uh, World is a bag of full of distinct personalities. Some are egg-headed, some are optimistic, and while other are pessimistic. I usually have there are usually various type of people, and I have also come across different types of people and friends. So here I would kick off by telling you one of my friend named Satyam, who is my best friend since the college days. He is benevolent and has having a charismatic personality. I remember we are friends from the past donkey years, and the first time when we met, we just get on like a house on fire, and the my companion, we also try to visit different types of places. Moreover, we spend our times by whiling away reading books and novels. Furthermore, we usually go on outing and explore various different places with each other. On top of that, we usually discuss a lot of things together, and we both are on the same wavelength and having the same interest in different topics. Additionally, he always has my back, and whenever I am in trouble, he is happy to help me, and he's not just like a fair weather friend. Furthermore, I also know him from back to front, and whenever we both need something and we are in the need, we usually support each other. Furthermore, I he is quite generous, and I feel thrilled to bits whenever we are with each other, and we usually spend time by relaxing, and also we work in the same company and organization, and we tend to go out for a
Okay,
park and also by.
your time is up. Moving towards a part three now. The first question is how many generations usually live together in India?
Well, in India, usually there are three generations that quite live together. Mm. Additionally, the grandfather till the children are together from the past few years. Moreover, sometimes there are people that are having sometimes conflict, and they usually uh, tend to different tend to reside differently from each other.
Okay. Is it important to visit family members?
Uh, Certainly, yes, it's quite crucial to visit the family members because family is one of the crucial part of our life, and they are always happy to support us, and we should be visiting our family uh, every time whenever we want them, and they are always ready to support us whenever we are in some bad phase of life.
Okay. So why is family bonding necessary for happiness in life?
Well, family bonding has a tremendous role in our life because whenever we are in a bad phase, family is the one which will support you, and having a good relationship with family, you can share all your thoughts and insights with them without being judged.
Okay. So tell me, Bhavish, do you think support from a friend is different from the support of a family member?
Certainly, yes, I reckon that support from a family differentiate a lot by which from the friend. Sometimes we are stuck in such a situation that a friend cannot help, and some friends turn out to be a fair weather friends. They suddenly disappears when they see us in difficult situations. Whereas family members are always there whenever we have to face some hurdle. So there is a quite difference between both type of.
Okay. What kinds of people are easy to get along with?
Well, in my opinion, the people with which we are quite comfortable and having the same interests are quite common, and we can both share the insights and thoughts with each other. Furthermore, the persons whom we can get easily recognized and help are quite important for us, and we both can be comfortable.
Okay. Do you like talking with older people?
Well, yes, I tend to talk with elderly people because they have an abundance of knowledge, and while sitting with them, we can get great insights regarding the past things which we cannot get from the internet or any other sources. Moreover, by conversing with some older people, we got to know many more things, and the affection and love we receive from them is is not is not received by from anyone else.
Okay. Thank you. This is the end of your speaking. Let's move towards a review now. The first question description about your background, about where do you come from. And the first topic about dream job, this was a past topic, basically the first question in which you told I wanted to would be better. Okay. The second and the third question about changing your mind on dream job and what you plan to do in the future was extremely good, and you even described about how you will help them with. And the last question, like what kinds of jobs are popular in your country? Because to get this was the thing you used in between. You can use either of these two, either because or to get acquainted with such and such kinds of conditions. I have to choose this profession or something like that. Okay, so use either of these two. And coming towards this question in which we had this space kind of topic, I asked you about traveling in space. Everything else was going fine until you used a word you like abroad. We were actually
Yeah.
having discussion about talking about outer space, basically out of Earth. So abroad was the word that was making this it less relatable. So try to avoid that. Okay, and rest of the questions about the space and traveling were explained well with topic specific vocabulary, and I can see you're using very good phrasal verbs in between, and your description is also very relatable, which is the best part of your speaking. And in this ninth question, you talked about medication because of its medication or it has medication. You were talking about basil plant, I guess. You can instead mention medicinal benefits. Okay.
Yes.
And moving towards the cue card, all the questions covered really well. Very good starting, and the phrasal verbs in the introductory statement were totally relatable and specific. But in between, there wasn't any grammatical mistake or anything very specific, but pauses after ideas were still there, that I mentioned, I guess, day before yesterday, that whenever you're speaking, after ideas, you were taking pauses. This wasn't in all your parts, was only there in the part two. So try to avoid it. And one of my friend, instead it would be one of my friends, because you're pointing one
Okay.
out of plural things. Otherwise, nothing else is there to point out, but pauses after ideas. Try to just eradicate this thing in your speaking, because everything else is on the point. Moving towards
Okay.
the follow-up questions, a very like important detail that I noticed, you used the word additionally or the connector additionally. See, additionally would be used when you have actually talked about something earlier and you're adding up another point. Like you told, additionally, grandfather and their children live together in families. You can firstly say parents, their children. Additionally, grandparents and other senior citizens are also included in the family. Okay, something, at least talk about something, and then when you want to add up next point, then you are supposed to use additionally. It was less relatable connector at that point where you used it actually. The second question, importance of visiting a family member, was displayed really well. Third question similarly went on the same. And they disappears, with they disappears would not be there, it would simply be they disappear when you were talking about the friends and when you're in need. And we can easily get recognized that the part in your fifth question wasn't much clear to me. You can say, instead say well known. People who are well known are easy to get along with. Okay, you can replace this with the word easy, like whom you know from a long time, or who are familiar to you. So use these kinds of words to like paraphrase this recognized word.
Okay.
So that is all for your review. Thank you.